So welcome guys to week 4. If you guys were paying attention, last week we did the Fayetteville Spartan race, sprint and super weekends. I ran 3 times. My body was really beat, and because we skipped our rest day that's normally on Sunday, I decided to rest Monday and Tuesday. So I took 2 rest days. We're only gonna be working out Wednesday through Saturday this week, so it's gonna be a little bit of a lighter day, but I'm pretty fired up. We got really close to qualifying pretty much both days. I've realized I still just need to work on my speed. The thing is, I'm still just getting outpaced by a lot of the guys out there, which I expected because I know running is probably my weakest area. Gonna focus a lot on getting the speed up. Also, we're gonna finally start working on a lot of hills. There's a mountain nearby. I think I'm gonna start running from base to summit a couple times a week, probably 2 times a week, and we're still gonna do speed. So it'll just be a few nice long runs to get back into the swing of things before we return to our normal schedule next week. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. Just walking the dog right now, and then we're gonna have a nice day. We're gonna get started.
Apparently it started raining just as I was about to head out. So I sat down at my house and I was like, oh yeah, I'll just wait out the rain. And now it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, no, we're finally gonna get our run like super late in the day. 16 by 400 repeats with 100-meter jogs in between. So it's gonna come out to be 4 miles of nice hard speed work, and I'll feel like dying. So that's a plus.
Yeah, so sorry for not a lot of footage today. Pretty packed around, and it was kind of hard keeping track of my stuff. I actually wound up hiding all my things under a garbage can while I ran. There's so many people going about. Usually I'm not running this late. I did my repeats. They really sucked. And then I went in and climbed. It's the first time I've actually climbed hard in a good bit. So yeah, it was a good day of climbing, a good day of running. In a month, I had the Washington, D.C. sprint. Obviously, I have no idea how to prepare for the terrain out there. But a month after that, at the end of July, I have Asheville. I know the Asheville terrain. There are a lot of hills, and I need to start getting ready. I think basically if I can run Asheville without stopping on the elevation climbs, I should qualify. So we're gonna start running a lot more hills. Starting tomorrow, we're just gonna start running the same mountain I hiked. So we're gonna run the 3 miles up. We're going to head home and get dinner now. And tomorrow morning, we should be back on like a normal schedule. All right, we're out here. It's a nice, clear day. Today's a mountain run. Right now, I'm just trying to find the trail where we can get started. I've also decided that I'm not gonna stop. I'm so focused on not stopping that if I do, I'm gonna stop right there and do 30 burpees. Hopefully this means I won't, but I think really all this is gonna do is make it more brutal. Either way, that's a win-win. All right, this is it. 3 miles to the top of the mountain. First stop, probably made it. 1.5 miles. First set of burpees. Oh, boy, is that brutal. $30. Guess we're gonna keep going. Sweet water. Took a look at the summit, came back. That was the most brutal 3 miles I've ever run. By far, the most brutal. I'm exhausted. I have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna just take it nice and easy going back. Maybe jog some of the more flat bits where I don't have to worry about my ankle. Like look at my body. Like I feel like I just ran a Spartan. I'm gonna start heading back now though. I'm gonna take it nice and easy. Oh, that was a really good day. I'm exhausted. All right, so today's Friday. I was gonna go back to the mountain and just run it all again, but as you may be able to tell, everything is like super damp because it's just been raining all through the night. Running on trails and stuff is one thing to strengthen the ankle. Since I'm still pretty weak on it, I figured I probably shouldn't run on the mountain trails while there's a bunch of like slick, wet rocks. Would rather preserve myself for another day of running. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run these trails because there are a lot of really good hills on it, but the terrain is just so much nicer. And I think we should be able to get in a solid 5 miles of mostly flat running with a couple hill sprints in there that are just gonna help me still do that hill conditioning. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So my friend Eric says he runs these trails every day, but I think that's bullshit because the number of spider webs I have just run into is actually ridiculous. He's supposed to be coming out here breaking up these spider webs for me, and instead he's just not coming out here at all. Let me do it. So we're on some kind of like health trail. So like you're supposed to, I guess, do some workouts whenever you come to one on the trail. So might be interesting to come out here and do one of those one day. That was a good run. Maybe been a little less than 5 miles, probably 4 point something. But it felt good. Tomorrow is a long run at the lake. And yeah, just gonna go stretch out, get a little bite to eat, and then head to the gym to do some other muscle groups. All right, so end of the day, you can kind of tell just the street lamps are on. We're out here walking. We were just playing out here on the tennis courts a little bit, getting some energy out. Yeah, we're just kind of sitting here at the end. Been thinking a little bit about what I got to do for training because this last week has been pretty good. It's mostly been recovery. I had that one really intense day at the mountain, but it's mostly just been recovering from all the Spartans I did. Been thinking about a lot of things. You know, like before I started doing this whole Spartan thing, like I was a pretty fit dude. Like I ran like 4 days a week probably, and I went to the gym like at least 3 days a week, and I was doing climbing and stuff like that. Like I'd sometimes be at the gym 2 hours, 3 hours at a time, stuff like that. But you know, since then I've taken it to a whole new level. Like I am running 6 days a week. I am working out and going to the gym at least 4 days a week, and when I'm there, it's not like sometimes I'm there for maybe 2 hours. It's like I'm there at least 2 hours every single time now. But I'm still not quite at it. Like I've slept in a few times this week when I shouldn't have, or right when I wake up, I don't immediately jump out and think like, oh, I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna hit it. Like sometimes I'll sit in bed, but I think all that's gotta change. We gotta start cutting some of the fat out. I was re-listening to a book I got on Audible, but he closes the book ending out, you know, if we chase perfection every minute of every day, we can achieve excellence, which I think is exactly what I have to do. I've been doing the stuff you would expect of someone who's good, but I want to be great. So I got to start doing the stuff like someone who does it perfectly every single time. I gotta, as soon as I wake up, hop out of bed, excited to go work out. The point I'm trying to get at is I've been working at it pretty hard, but I gotta work at it like I mean it, you know? I gotta chase perfection on this one, so I think I'm gonna start cutting out a few things from my life. Every other second's training. I go to sleep, think about training, I gotta wake up, just bounce out of bed, start training. Hopefully we'll get there. Yeah, it's just kind of some of the stuff I've been thinking about. I've been thinking a lot about missing it run at Fayetteville, because, you know, for the super, I was off by 1:20. You know, I did a 101-minute run. So if I'm off by a 1:20, you know, I only gotta run like 1% faster, you know? I just gotta do everything 1% faster. I just got to sit down and focus on the details and stuff. I gotta get really into it. And I gotta realize that, you know, if I had qualified, maybe I would have just let myself go a little bit, right? Like coasted into the North American regionals, you know, finish probably bottom of the pack. But, you know, I've been able to call myself a athlete there. So, yeah, I'm gonna look at this as an opportunity, because maybe if I had made it, I would have just started coasting. So now I got to keep working at it. I got to keep grinding. We're gonna get there. It's just a matter of time. As long as I stick to the process, keep grinding. More or less, I'm just trying to look at this weekend as it's not really a failure, it's an opportunity to see where I can cut time, see how close I can be, but still focus on chasing excellence, chasing perfection. So that's what it's gonna be the next month. We're just gonna hammer in hills. I'm gonna feel like I'm dying every day. I'm gonna start getting really serious about the workout. That's the game plan. Keep hustling, keep moving, and look forward to it tomorrow. So apparently it's supposed to thunderstorm quite literally all day. So today feels like a good day to not die by getting struck by lightning. Yeah, we'll just have to figure out what it is. It's currently like 6 a.m. so we have plenty of time. Yeah, so made a lot of progress on some of the stuff I was working on, and I decided this is a good break, good chance to do a little bit of running since the weather outside has also cleared out a good bit. So I already rock climbed today, but I didn't do any running. Probably won't run that far, but it's a good chance to get the monster out and get some of his energy out. As you can see, he's been actively destroying the carpet during the last 3 hours I've been working. Yeah, so just doing some kind of thinking out loud while I'm running. But I think we gotta finally start fine-tuning the last bits of the process that I'm gonna stick to, that's gonna make me go from being like an average competitor to one of the actual great competitors at the races. One of the big things I'm lacking right now is I don't do any programming with any of my workouts. I go in there and I have a good idea about what muscle groups I'm gonna do, and there's certain exercises I do every day, like I rock climb 3 days a week and I run, but I don't actually go in there and plan like, okay, yeah, we're doing overhead walking lunges followed by squats, like I don't do any of that stuff. So we'll start programming some good stuff. I'll probably take a look at it Sunday, because that'll be my break where I'm not doing anything, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. He was proven to be a little difficult, so we're carrying him a little bit. And also, as much as I'd love to run in that super like knee-high tall grass, I like having a dog that was not bit by a snake a lot more. So considering that he's just being a little untenable and trying to dodge right into the thickest part of the grass, this is just a bucket carry practice now. We'll let him down in a second and continue running when he learns how to handle running on a leash. So this is the normal side of my dog, and that's the super wet side, because he slid trying to get a chipmunk on the last pavement bit where I'm running full speed. We'll probably call that. I'm probably gonna stretch right here for a bit and then let him roam around a little longer looking at stuff. Easy day. Unfortunately, it's supposed to start raining like literally any minute, and I actually felt it start and stop a little bit while we were out there. Stretch a little bit while I can, go inside and roll out. But yeah, we'll start programming next week and see how it goes. All right, we've come inside. I went back to do a little bit more work. We've actually already just walked him again. Wanted to kind of close out the week because I know it was a little easier. I've had a lot of time to kind of sit and think about last week, decompressing it because we were so close. I keep hitting you guys with like really random inspirational quotes because I've just been reading a lot, but there's a really good quote in there where he says, "We do not become champions in spite of adversity. We become champions because of adversity," which basically I think is just trying to say that bad things happen along the road to becoming great. Hit it day in and day out. You're gonna have something go wrong. You're gonna be one spot out of contention, and it's gonna look like you have to make an insurmountable comeback in order to qualify or something like that. But I think that the big thing is failure is also a chance to grow, and that's what I'm trying to focus on this week. Is it's not that, oh, I was so far out I'll never make it. It's I was this close, and if I just work on making a few incremental changes over the next 2 months, I know I can make it. I think that's the really important thing, to see this as an opportunity to grow. So yeah, I'm really glad we had this week. I think we tried out some of the hill running that I think will be crucial. So I'm looking forward to training hard, working hard, and 1 week closer to being great. So thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.